Was a level back contest between Monash and Mount Lily. They were 7-12 for Monash, Mount Lily 8-6 54. Half time it's Werribee, it wasn't 6-7-2. Over Monash Boys 6-3 39 in the Division 1 Grand Final. Back here at Sports Cover Arena, here's Andrew Holmes.
Two number 22s go out for the final centre mounts of the day. Howgate and Mason. Ball comes towards half forward here for Haileyburians, and only chopped off as far as the University Black defenders. On the outer side now is O'Hara, who takes the mark out on centre wing for the Blacks. So O'Hara looking for options further down the ground. Decides to hug the boundary line on the outer side. Working under the ball was Hissy, but the umpire says originally said an advantage, but now he'll bring it back to Hissy, Scott Hissy, who will take the free kick on centre wing for University Blacks. The first inside 45 for the quarter goes to Black's way, chopping across in front of the mark, in front of the pack was Mason, who quickly handles away towards the defender. Chopped it off now by Blacks. Quick kick around the corner here by Foster. High ball, sits up and Martin make it uncontested in the end by University Blacks in the form of David Robbins, who's on a very acute angle. That ball hung in the air for an eternity, and Robbins read it fast when it hit the ground. Comes around, quick little casual kick around the body that hits the post, and a fortunate miss on the first scoring attempt for the quarter. University Blacks, they go to 9-15, 6-point advantage to Haileyburians. They lead it to 9-75, 1.5 gone, final quarter.
Mason can't get there though. Haileyburians opens it up. Mason, no mark, and play on. All part of it gets down the line and save it back. Absolutely. So, umpire throws the ball back in, 55 metres out. Black's goal. Doing the sharking there is Napier. Did well, crashes the pack. Comes out here to Charlie Richardson. Hard up against the boundary line. Goes to the left. Just inside. Comes to Foster. He has it. Looked good for a long, long way.
He thought he kicked it too.
He certainly thought he kicked it. But on that occasion, he's making 3 goals 5, and Haileyburians lead by 5 points, 75-70. I'm not that. It's only 2 minutes into the last quarter, Ken.
We're about the radio station here, but we can't throw the ball in the air. Haileyburians want to bring it ball back in the play. Picture. Little chip kick over the top, looking for McLaughlin. Couldn't quite take possession. Mason did so, but was covered over the boundary on the process. And there'll be a boundary throw in as the crowd gets a little bit involved here. Well, the stakes are high. Let's not play that, as you mentioned, Chris. The spot in A section next year and a spot in this year's grand final for the winner. The mark's been taken here on the centre wing, directly in front of Inner FM's broadcast position by Carnes. Kicks towards half forward. Cat Fields, mark in the end, taken here by Lacey, who's been pretty good all afternoon. He's got a tick in most quarters boxes from Ken Petrucco. And Hugh Lacey, from about 50 metres out from goal, ugly off the boot, and ugly result in the end too, as it's out of bounds on the full. And the relief and free kick will be taken here by Old Haileyburians, and will be taken by Millard. So Haileyburians, very high kick, it's tough to mark. So many black he has one bounce, closes to 45, puts it almost has been the best part of the second half already. He's started to score well and had a really good first one. Absolutely fantastic. Training at the AFL level, so certainly very talented before the AFL level.
So Al Johnson kicked 3 goals all in the first half. This to stretch the margin to 11 points behind Haileyburians. Deliberate approach, he's only about 50 metres out on a slight angle. And he's wide. He kicks in 4th goal throughout. Old Haileyburians now moving 12-9-8-1. They lead by 11 points. So Beauty breaks 9-16-70. From 5 minutes in this 4th and final quarter, watching by Michelle Cameron yesterday.
So back in the middle again, all wrapped up in a tackle. Charlie Richardson was there, as was Sia Panthers for Hailebury, and the umpire says it's not going anywhere, I'll ball it up. So we have a secondary ball up in the middle of the ground. Who can take this effective clearance? No one can. And again the umpire will say I'll have it. We have somewhat of a stalemate in the centre of Sports Cover Arena on preliminary final day. Winner goes through and books a spot in Premier A next year. Quick kick comes away here for Old Hailebury. Mark taken here by Langford Jones. He's still in the centre square though. Langford Jones looks for a leading forward, finds one now, and it's Brett Voss. So 2 of the old stalwarts for Old Hailebury, Langford Jones and Brett Voss combining to give Voss a set shot for goal. He's wasting no time on his approach. As Brett Voss kicks towards goal, makes no mistake. Goal number 4 for Brett Voss for the afternoon. He's hit 4 goals 3, and that's his first for the final quarter. And Hailebury move on now to 13-9-87. It's a 17-point lead over University Blacks 9-16-70, and that's on the Central Vic self-storage scoreboard.
University base desperately needing this goal just to stay in touch with nothing else. All back in the middle, Howgate does well. Tries to do the load with his own ruck work. Comes down quickly down and Loxley. Tony Brown got acres of space out of the wing, goes to the left, looking at Frank Moss. A fly is there, the just stops there, and we'll have a throw in on the half quarter final for Old Hailebury. He's got a big job in this final quarter, Guthrie, to shut down Brett Voss. 17 points lead to Old Hailebury, 87 plays 70. Guy throws it back. 9 and 4 went for the big fist and might make a leg from Guthrie today.
Yeah, he just
Quick kick out of the pack.
Oh!
University Blacks attacking out of Old Hailebury. Tom Chin could have. She was a quick kick. Contact over the shoulder, but catch on the ball.
This is where you head.
Yeah, it's got pretty sizable kind of cool, isn't it? Maybe I might take that back. He's perfectly in proportion to the rest of his body. Which is also
Just using your head though, isn't it?
absolutely. So, umpire picked out a free kick, goes to Peter, leading off a hole. Sends the ball into the and they almost spoiled each other. Here comes Blackstone. They put the ball back. One way to the other, can't really make a decision. They kicked off 50-50. Out of the wing. Very clear winner for the contest. Roby there from Hailebury. They go very short. Hard up against the boundary line. Comes to Liam Donnelly. Goes by hand. Goes to Lincoln Jones. Lincoln Jones from standing start all the way. Just across the face. The one behind. And the lead is now an even 3 goals to Hailebury.
Well, I think the very good super.
I think we said before the game too, Ken, Hailebury need all the good players firing. It's just required they just start and bring it all together. Langford Jones, Sia Panthers, Cross, they're all playing the final for putting out.
So umpire brings they bring it back in here, University Blacks. It's okay. On this occasion, Billy Schools up in the back, Charlie Richardson. He's right to the ball. Big taking the Corey Miller. Hailebury though don't pay. Go backwards. They do okay. Comes to Douglas. He's got Mason. Mason lines to Shepherd. Douglas punches it up the wing. It's a poor ball. Hits the ground. Neighbours the time to take it. Tried to slow and missed it. Ball spills to ground level. Comes down here buzzing around his waist. Fouls on. Surely in the back. Umpire says no. Play on. Good right. Someone make a million mistake. Get all over the top. Comes to finish Tyler. He's wrapped up. Fantastic tackle. Is it on the ball? Umpire says no. We'll have a throw up. A ball up on the half-forward flank.
We played 10 minutes of this fourth and final quarter of the preliminary final. Old Carey awaits for the winner next week in the grand final. Old Hailebury leader by 18 points, 13-10 to 9-16. 10.5 gone, final quarter brought to you by McDonald's Family Restaurants. Ball gets tossed back into play. Brown at the bottom of this contest. Had plenty of time, kicks towards half forward. No one can take the mark. Sia Panthers leads in the race. Concedes some ground towards the wing for Old Hailebury. Falls over at the crucial time. Picked up there by Guthrie. He fell over at the crucial time also. And the umpire says, but you'll get a free kick, Guthrie, or in the back. So rather fortuitously, Guthrie takes the free kick on centre wing. Looks for and finds Weekly on the outer side. Slow movement now by University Blacks as they kick towards the pocket. Ball punched over the boundary line and out of play. And there'll be a boundary throw in. And they don't seem to have that run and carry that they had early in the game, University Blacks. So here at Hailebury again. Through Lily couldn't quite get it away. University Blacks dive on it. They'll force a ball up here. In fact, no, they won't. It's Hailebury who win the ball out. It's McLaughlin who gets a kick towards the middle of the ground. Looking for no one in particular, I think, because there was not a Hailebury player anywhere near it. Kick off the ground by Piercefield. Hold on there to Ford. Kick off this loop. Kick off the ground out to Ford. Yeah. So it is Conan Ford who will take the kick for goal. He's kicked through himself both in the second quarter today, and this will make it a 24-point advantage at the 12.5-minute mark in the final quarter, and almost an unassailable lead, you'd imagine, as Conan Ford kicks truly gun barrel straight. Conan Ford, that's his third for the afternoon, and he's kicked 2 in the second and 1 in the last. And Old Hailebury now move on to a 24-point advantage. It is 14-10-94, University Blacks 9-16-70 on the Central Vic Self-Storage scoreboard. We've played nearly 13 minutes of his final quarter.
So ball back in the middle. Point of desperation out of Beauty Blacks must get the next goal if they have any hope of remaining in this game. They've got the takeaway here, comes out to Scott Weekly, runs the ball inside, attacking 45, Foster, reads the play well, ball hits the ground now, he's working hard to lock it in at ground level. Numbers just with Hailebury. So we'll have a boundary throw in. Left forward pocket for University Blacks. As I said, they now trail by an even 4 goals. Almost midway through, still the final turn. Off the tap there, sharking it again with Weekly. He tries a good tackle. Get clear. About 30 metres out from Beauty Black's goal. Well, almost 14 minutes in this fourth turn. Brought to my McDonald's Family Restaurants. The lead is an even 4 goals for Hailebury. Then Blacks quick kick out of the pack, flying shot at goal. See who it was. It's just snuck in for one behind. So Hailebury now lead by 23 points. 14-10-94. Uni Blacks 9-17-71. Just over 14 minutes gone in the final.
Well, this game's still there for Uni Blacks to win it, but there just seems to be a bit of a sting going out of this contest. As the ball comes back into play, a really long kick from Hailebury towards the middle of the ground, and he couldn't find him. Here they've got plenty of runners now. It was Ditchfield who gave it to Brown. Brown kicks towards them, attacking 45 for Hailebury. Ball punched away from Casey. Ball in dispute now on the outer side. It is Tawny who leads in the race. University Blacks need the next one and need it quickly. Here's Richardson, out on centre wing for the Blacks. Kicks towards half forward, and a really nice mark taken here by Weekly, who moves the ball on quickly again. Loose man running backwards for University Blacks' Gaylor, who takes the mark and was possibly infringed upon after doing so, but the umpire says no, we'll leave it as it is. And Gaylor will have a shot for goal. Really important kick for goal, this one for University Blacks. So they need it. You've undertaken, Ben. Trail it by 23 points, 15 and a half gone final quarter. Gaylor's been really good this afternoon. He's kicked one goal in the second quarter. This one would be more important than that one, I would imagine. As Gaylor comes in very deliberately in a approach and makes no mistakes, splits the middle. And they stay alive, University Blacks. They stay alive because they kicked their 10th goal for the afternoon, 10-17-77. They trail it by 17 points, 14-10, 94, 16 gone, final quarter 10. The way it's gone today, Ken, I'd take you Lacey at 75% fit. Been good for the University Blacks.
Yeah, another improvement in the centre square, maybe.
Oh, right, well then I'll take it back then.
Too many players in the centre square so far.
Oh!
Very large piece of line, dirty line. Everyone throws it up. We're going to play there like Chris Walsh. Gets a handball to Richardson for Uni Blacks. He takes off, has a bounce, there's another bounce. Running across the ground though. Goes into the wide route. For a teammate, it's Gaylor, goal kicker. He's got it on the wing. Smuggled though by old Haileyburians. They're really working hard here in defence. Gaylor dives in again. Can't get it. Another player diving in as well. It's Chris Morrison. Stacks on the wheel and umpire says they'll have it.
It should be about 10 minutes to play that, Ken. The shortest quarter so far today has gone 27 and a half minutes.
But Ichabod gets the tap. Ground level, trying to get a handful. Yes, Chisholm, he couldn't do so. The boundary line beats him. So 17 and a half minutes gone. Fourth and final quarter. Martin is 17 points in favour of Hailebury. High throws it in, no feeder to the tap. Ball lies over the back of the pack. Comes to Hailebury, 2-on-1 situation. Two with Blacks, they do very well. This is occasionally from Weekly. Can't quite get it. Pinches the top of the rim. He's just been good in this final quarter. Gets it to a teammate who drives the ball right to the goal line. Just misses. And it's one behind for old Hailebury. Lead back to an even 3 goals, so it couldn't be decisive points anytime.
The ball comes back into play now by University Blacks. They're already out on centre wing, gets it out. And the mark's been taken here by Pittsfield. Over the back of Lacey, gets good quickly towards full forward. Boss fires again, he can fancy himself taking another mark of the year. Hailebury with nose in the back of the back, into the ground with a snap around on his left foot. Truly Tony Brown from the Gary Meadows from Adelaide has kicked his first for the day, and old Hailebury now move on to 15-11, 101. They lead it 10-17-77. That's another 24-point margin as we approach the 90-minute mark of this final quarter. Final quarter brought to you by McDonald's Family Restaurants. Well, I didn't do those sounds, Chris.
I think that might have just snuffed out any hope they might have had. Ball back in the middle, it's a 24-point lead now to Hailebury. Blacks have really got no choice now to roll the dice, but all the momentum and all the numbers are going with Hailebury. Taking the ball back, it's clear to see it bounce. He's had 2 bounces. He's kicked his first goal for the afternoon. Hailebury moved to 16-11, 107. They lead by 30 points over Uni Blacks, 10-17-77. Got 19 and a half minutes in this fourth quarter, watching by McDonald's Family Restaurants.
Yes, Haileyburians are full of really good experienced players and passionate players for their footy club too. And they've all stood to a man this afternoon to what we believe is win this preliminary final and head towards the grand final next Saturday as the ball gets kicked towards the outer side of the ground on the Penn Highway side of Elsternwick Park, and the ball will be thrown back into play. Never seen a player who dropped the ball on his foot and his arms went up over his head to salute the goal as quickly as you can see it did on that last goal. It was all in one motion for the little forward.
I think as soon as he got the ball on the wing, there was no one else who was happy.
He dropped it and got about the same motion. It was quite explosive footy by the little fella. So on the outer side, somewhat a look of conceive it now from University Blacks. This one might have passed them by this preliminary final as the ball is tracked in under a pack of players again out on the centre wing. It is Old Hailebury now by an even 30 points, 16-11, 107 to 10-17, 77 on the Central Vic self-storage scoreboard. In what's been an entertaining preliminary final, Old Hailebury now looking to really drive University Blacks into the ground out on centre wing. Sia Pandas and Had fighting for the ball, but it is Dan Costello, who has been replaced by Kane Loxley. On the outer side of the ground now, here's Hailebury again through the services of David Comben. Long handball to a teammate out there. There's a whistle blown advantage given here. Tony Brown hands it off to a running teammate. The ball now half forward for Hailebury. Big forward in front. Voss roves the pack, kicks it around his body. Another one, the former AFL star Brett Voss. So he has kicked for the day, and he's second for the last quarter. He's kicked 5 goals, 3 Brett Voss, and he has just sent his team into the Premier B Grand Final in rather emphatic style. They are now 36 points up, 17-10, 113. University Blacks 10-17, 77, 22 and a half gone final quarter.
All over bar the shadow, but Old Hailebury looking to further extend the margin. We go deep inside a tackle, 45. Brett Voss again lurking. Uni Blacks attempting to clear. Hailebury trying to lock it in. Uni Blacks 2 give it to Loxley. Just hold the mark. Running Hailebury player who's making ground rapidly late in Macquarie. Goes by hand to Eric Had. This afternoon. Delta hasn't kicked it, so it'll be a free kick downfield. Going to Napier. He'll get it, he's in the centre circle of the ground. Kicks the ball inside, attacking 45. 2 on 1, 2 Uni Blacks players. Racklet will leave it in. Mark plays to the man in front. And he'll go back and shoot the Uni Blacks in the 11th goal. Adam Pitt, with his first goal this afternoon, he's kicked 1 behind so far. The best part of 46 metres out. Sliding to speak of. It's now from 46. Beautiful looking kick straight through the middle. Shots like that earlier in the game. But nonetheless, it's a goal. It goes to University Blacks. They trail 11-17, 8-3 to Hailebury 17-11, 113. The margin is an even 5 goals. So on 24 minutes of this quarter final. So it's Haileyburi again with the clearance in the middle of the ground. And they have been caught holding the ball. The clearance will come via Charlie Richardson, who kicks towards full forward. In front there was Stowe. Casey Bonavine.
Haileyburians will clear it out from it was Stowe who kicked towards the outer wing. Tony Brown flies from the back, couldn't quite take the mark. Here's Uni Blacks again with their trademark run around the outside of Elsternwick Park. It was Loxley who was wrapped up in that tackle. They had a run there, but held up in their tracks, and Loxley couldn't go any further. The umpire says I'll have it, and will bounce it down on the outer side of the ground. Quick kick out of the pack towards Uni Black's goal in front of Foster, but the boundary line wins out, and there'll be another boundary throw. And we've played 25 minutes, probably 25 and a half minutes of this final quarter, brought to you by McDonald's Family Restaurants. And again, we're looking at a 30-point margin and even 5 goals in favour of Old Hailebury, who are marching towards the Premier B Grand Final next Saturday to play Old Carey in the decider as Pitcher gets a quick kick out of the pack, finds Blake Hill on the outer side. Still want to move the ball on quickly, Hailebury. They're not putting their better players away or trying to hold things up here. They want to win this one by as much as what they can and take it into a Grand Final next Saturday.
Umpire throws it back in. Just attacking the side of the wing for Uni Blacks. Attack the players ball. Going in Kane Loxley. Can't fit clear. Comes to Old Hailebury though. This occasion comes out to Simon Chisholm. Goes. Oh, inside. It's like a 50. Good mark of this loss. He did so after pushing the front of the back. Yeah. Free kick to Hailebury. About 60 metres out from goal. Player wheels when it was right foot. The boss. Mark taken by Uni Blacks. So they go wide, short to Charlie Richardson. William Charles to this afternoon. So very little to kick to though, he's going to go back across the ground. Goes the switch. Finds the teammate, but again, doesn't have the loss to kick to. Kick long up the line. The teammate, he can't quite get there. All part up against the boundary line, no, Hailebury. Wrapped up by a good tackle by Jordan Foster of Blacks. Trying to put it there. It's Lee Hill. He can't quite do it. Tony Brown flying there as well. Lee Hill finally gets a handle of that. To Sam Casey. Gets a handle to no one in particular. Comes back to Napier. Blacks are changing handles. Number Kane Loxley. Loxley goes by hand to a teammate. Drives the ball inside attacking 45. Lacey goes to the mark. Can't quite get there. The players ball against the boundary line. Gone 27 and a half minutes in this final quarter. It's Old Hailebury by 5 goals. 1-1-3. Old Hailebury, Uni Blacks 83.
Now we'll have to go 32 minutes again if that's the case. So we've got a few minutes left to go. As Old Hailebury through Gleehill out on the outer side of the ground, kick towards half forward. They're going forward again. There's been a holding free kick paid. It's going to go the way of Brett Voss, who has been outstanding this afternoon. He's kicked 5 goals in this win by Old Hailebury.
Going for 6th goal, which will make the 6 kicks against Blacks in round 10.
Doesn't take long again on his approach. As Brett Voss comes in, looks to put the goal through and kicks it right over the umpire's hat again for his 6th goal for the afternoon. That's his 3rd in the final quarter. And Old Hailebury march on to 18-11, 1-1-9. The University Blacks 11-17, 83. And that is a 36-point margin at the 29-minute mark of this final quarter. Brought to you by McDonald's Family Restaurants, and we thank Central Self-Storage for the scoreboard.
Like he's finally set his feet. He's underneath. Go back to the odds. Hailebury again. They didn't have another. He took out the pack of Uni Blacks. Chair that we like. Oh! Let's get it down because it's all Hailebury kicks across the bodies and it's right in his lap. Long before Foster. He can't quite get it. Falls to ground level. To a teammate. Harrison. Gaywell on that occasion, sorry. There was, yes, it was one behind. I am down here.
What's the game, Ken? So Haileyburians will bring the ball back. There would only be a minute or two left in this encounter. Preliminary final in Premier B for 2010. Has University Blacks on the outer side through the services of Howgate. Try and win the ball clear, but it is Haileyburians who do so now, but only as far as the centre wing, and the mark's been taken there by Tawney, who kicks the ball quickly back to half forward for University Blacks. No one can take the mark, ball hits the ground, stacks on the mill, and the boundary umpire says it went over, so there'll be a boundary throw in. Yeah, quite right, Ken. Good. The second quarter went 31 minutes. So we're on the outer side of the ground now at Sports Cover Arena. Ball through the middle of the ground. Here's a go here for Haileyburians. The players loose. Couldn't quite pick it up there, Litchfield. The University Blacks took possession and kicked the ball towards half forward. And that's a good mark taken by Stowe for Haileyburians, Michael Stowe, who will switch the play, much to Ken Petrucco's chagrin, to the outer side of the ground. Mark's been taken here by Gleehill, who kicks towards half forward for Haileyburians. They continue to press hard towards continuing scoring here, Haileyburians. As the ball comes out of the back here for University Blacks to be taken by Cad. He moves the ball on quickly. The ball's on the outer side now in the hands of the Blacks, who want to score again just to show some respectability to this scoreboard. Kick towards half forward for Blacks. At the front of the pack there was Pitt. Pitt Rhodes gave it off, got it back, got it away again. Here is Gaylor now, who's been good this afternoon for Blacks. Kick short in towards full forward, and a mark's been taken here by Foster. We might get a late goal here for University Blacks. But he has kicked it away right on the siren and didn't get the opportunity. 31 minutes the last quarter, and it is an emphatic victory here to Haileyburians. Old Haileyburians win at 18-11, 119 to University Blacks. 11-18-84, that's a 35-point win to Old Haileyburians. That's the final. They go to Premier A.